In honor of them announcing the starters for Pokemon Legends ZA, and them being Chikorita, which has always been awful, I love it, but it's bad, Totodile, which again is kind of forgotten, and then Tepig, which why would anyone want this? But I want it, a little bit. We're gonna say, what would Game Freak do if they released their final evolutions today? Except instead of just looking at their final evolutions on their own, we're gonna give them Mega Evolutions. Because we're going to Kalos for this game, it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be cool, I promise. All I'm saying is justice for Chikorita, she did nothing wrong. I'm covering her up because she needs to put a shirt on, but that, again, I digress. Anyway, Chikorita's evolved form, Meganium, is historically very bad. Also, I looked up how to pronounce Meganium, and Google was not very helpful. The AI sucks, I'm just putting that out there. You pronounce it by saying the word the way it's spelled. Thanks, love you. The reason why this thing is bad is a culmination of the sum of its parts. It is worse than the sum of its parts, okay? Its stats are bad, its abilities are bad, its typing is questionable, and its move pool is garbage. So let's address all of that with a new Mega Evolution typing. And in honor of the Meganium Pokemon card so long ago saying trans rights, let's give this thing a Grass Fairy typing. I don't know, maybe it would look like this or something. I don't know. This is from the Pokeverse. I don't even know what this is. But imagine this is what I'm talking about when I say Mega Meganium, okay? Now, Grass Fairy is a cool typing. It resists stuff like Dark now and Fighting, which is cool. And all of a sudden you die even harder to a Lawnmower since Steel is now super effective. And Poison kills you, which I feel like Poison should just kill every living thing. Now, we've somewhat fixed this typing. What I'm gonna do with its stats is actually give it like a blanket boost across the board. 20 attack, 30 defense, 20 special attack, 30 special defense, kind of like Mega Venusaur gets, just to all around make it better. All of a sudden it can start attacking and tank some hits better. Okay, that's not that important. What really matters are its abilities, okay? I'm gonna give it a brand new ability that's based on its theme of being a gigantic herb dinosaur thing. We're gonna call it Herbalist, okay? And what it does is really cool. When you use a status effect attack, so a non-damaging attack, think like Sleep Powder or Stun Spore. By the way, it doesn't learn Sleep Powder anyway. But when you use an attack like that, it's going to recover 1/8 of your active Pokemon's hit points. So that's both of your Pokemon if you're in a doubles battle. But every time you use a move like Protect or Leech Seed, you recover 1/8 of your hit points. That'll be very strong, and this thing would actually be good. But while I was brainstorming, I actually came up with a separate ability that also seems pretty cool. So we're gonna call this Megafauna because that's what this is. It is a Megafauna Pokemon. It is a huge dinosaur, flower, long neck thing. And Pokemon with the Megafauna ability, when they use stuff like Leech Seed or Sleep Powder, those status moves, they're gonna affect everything else on the field. So your ally and both of your opponents are gonna get hit by those things. All of a sudden, you send them out with something with Sap Sipper, it gets an attack boost, and both of your opponents get put to sleep if you use Sleep Powder. Like, that's awesome, I love that. Or you accidentally Leech Seed your Dondozo and you force yourself to lose the match. I don't love that. By the way, let me know which one you would rather see, Megafauna or Herbalist. Let me know. But we're also gonna give this thing a new attack. It's gonna be a status move called Fairy Dust because it's a fairy and it has dust. But this is going to be a 100% accuracy attack that is fairy type, not grass, and it's going to apply a random status effect. Think like Sneasler's signature move Dire Claw, how it randomly puts stuff to asleep or paralyzed or poisons them. It's gonna basically do that when it hits. And it's gonna hit a single target unless you have the Megafauna thing and then it hits everything. Okay, but there's another caveat, okay? When you use Fairy Dust, if you target your ally, or if it hits your ally, instead of causing a random status effect, because that's dumb, fairies are cool and sometimes they help you. And like Meganium breathing life into things, because that's its Pokedex lore, it will recover, I don't know, 25% of their HP. So, like, it's cool. It'll have multiple uses. Basically, I made this thing a double battler, but that's where it should probably be, because this thing sucks. Let's be real. Oh yeah, and I feel like we should give that Fairy Dust move to other fairy flower Pokemon things, like Florges and, Shiinotic, I guess. So let me know what you guys think about my ideas for Mega Meganium, I guess Mega Squarenium, and what one should I do next, because I'm doing Emboar's next. Don't forget to follow and check out this series. I had a lot of fun with it when I did this back in the day.